What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Neil Alferman with Phase to Ground LED Neon and Backlit signs. Today I'm going to show you how to take your logo and to turn it into a big bright sign. The first step with doing that is to get a sticker printed and cut out. So I'm going to Sticker Geek in Union, Missouri. They're today's video sponsor. And I'm gonna get a logo printed. The logo we're using is my buddy's YouTube channel, Midwest Outdoor Experience. They do all kinds of hunting and fishing videos, mostly based in Missouri, but some all the way up in New York and Canada. So I'm gonna run out there tonight, get the stickers, and then I'll update you tomorrow. Thanks. Here is the sticker once I got it back. He actually put two of the same sticker overlapped, and he explained he did that because I'll get brighter colors out of it when I throw the lights behind it, and they won't lose their tones, their colors. So what it's mounted on is a 1/4 inch piece of 7238 white plastic, and what that number means, it's its transparency of light passage through it. So I believe this lets 32% light through. And so what's that mean? It means like you won't see the individual LEDs behind it. So it's gonna diffuse it, even it out, and it'll give it a nice, even, clean glow without seeing the lights behind it. So that's the goal, at least. So we're gonna get started on the lights and see what happens.
For the backer, I'm using a 16 gauge piece of aluminum I got from a local metal shop. They cut this out on their water jet table. I think they charged me like 17 bucks to cut 6 of them, and the aluminum was pretty cheap too. Next, I lay out my neon, trying to get an idea of where everything's going to be. I use about 15 foot. That's what one power adapter is rated for. Here I am just drilling 3 30-second holes, and I'm cutting my screws shorter. When I attach the clips, I'll be able to grind off the backside and you won't be scratching your wall. The clips come about 1.5 inches long, and you don't really need that length unless you're making a harsh corner. So I cut each clip in half. It makes assembling a little easier. Once I got all the screws in place, I took a flap disc and ground them flush so they won't scratch your wall. Next up is a quick solder. You just cut the silicone at the terminals, and then you take a little solder, put a little bit on each terminal right here, and then add your 2 wires. It's pretty simple. If you need more help with that, I got another video on here where I go a little more in depth with that. Plugged it in, made sure it works, and we have light. Next up is to build the border of the sign. I got this 1.5 inch aluminum strip from Lowe's, and I wrapped it around the sign, marked it, cut it, and I'm going to use 2 little tiny bolts to hold it in place. Next up, I need to cut the standoffs that will hold the white acrylic and sticker. I just use this 1/2 inch square bar acrylic I got off Amazon. I drill a pilot hole on one end of the acrylic. I punched 4 holes through the aluminum, and that's where they'll stand up from. And next, I'm laying that over top the sticker so I can mark and drill the holes where the screws will go in through the white acrylic into the clear square bar acrylic. Once I got the top landed and fit how I want it, I drill my pilot holes into the clear acrylic and then screw it down. Now I disassemble and do a little more work on the inside. Here I attach the metal ring to the 4 acrylic standoffs. Next up is the dimmer. First drill a hole for the power cord and a second hole for the dimmer.
This is your power source cord, and your black out of your dimmer goes to your negative, and then all of your positives get tied together. So the red out of your dimmer, red out of your power supply, and red out of the light all go together. And then white out of your dimmer goes to negative of your light. And I'll attach that picture, and that'll make a little more sense.
I also added a hole in the back of the sign. I forgot to film it, so you have some place to hang it. You can see it right here. Now it's time to put the front back on, attach it permanently in place, and we're finished.
Alright guys, we got it hung up and here it is on. So you can see how much it really pops. That bright white shows all these colors super well. It really pops. So I was looking back on my plastic because I noticed I could still kind of see the LEDs through there, especially on camera. And I did accidentally order the 2339 or whatever that rating was. I should have ordered the 7239. So it would have let a little bit less light through, and I think would have blocked that. A couple things I could have changed. I could have put more lights on the inside to kind of even out the glow, or I could even take this off and spray paint the back with a little white paint and make it a little harder for the light to come through. But to the eye, it's really hard to notice. I might be the only one that notices because I built it. So I'm happy with it. I think the guys are gonna love it. So what these guys have a YouTube page. If I can figure out how to link it, I will. They just make fishing, hunting, food plot, all kinds of outdoor videos, and they're funny. So give them a follow and tell them I sent you. But yeah, if you like this, hopefully it helped you where you can turn your logo into a glowing sticker sign. Wasn't that bad, wasn't that hard. Even for a beginner, you'll be okay. So let me know what you think in the comments. If I didn't cover something, be sure to let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys.